Hi, I'm Kevin Mike. I know I mentioned in the second video about these river clays and what you can do to it that I would not make the third video, but I lied. Just a dirty old man lies a lot. What can I say? But anyway, I had promised that, or mentioned in the comments, that if someone wanted to see what became of that 5-gallon bucket of Witch's Brew clay that I made. And if you remember, I made it from all the clay bodies and whatever scrap clay I had in my shop. River clay that had stuff added to it, low fire slip, high fire slip, you name it, little extra ball clay. I just dumped it all in the bucket like you'd make a big old stew. Stirred it up, and in the second video I did cast a big old pot. And then I said, I'll just see what the rest of this casts up. So that's what I did. And of course, y'all remember Fifi. I decided it was a Fifi. This is from the first video. I went ahead and glazed her and give her a little necklace, and I'll put her in my walk of shame. She can protect all the other little pieces of stuff that's out there. This was the first vase that I cast in the second video, where I showed trying to pour that stuff in there, and it was a mess, but it came out very nice. And you can see it's a little thicker than this next one I'm fixing to show you, which is this one, and it's the same mold, and I just didn't let it sit quite as long, and it's thinner. And these have all been fired to bisque. Fired them to cone 04, and got a whole menagerie here, a whole bunch of things. Got another Fifi dog, or this one may be Fido, who knows. But got that one fired, and as I mentioned, in this Witch's Brew clay, it didn't crack, and it seemed to work out a lot better. I had this dog here, which looks kind of like a Cocker Spaniel, I don't know. And I don't know what it was. I have a bunch of mismatched molds that are incomplete. And by that I mean the second part of the mold didn't get it. Somebody gave me a whole truckload, in fact 2 truckloads of old plaster molds. This one, the pouring space was right here. So when you cut off the flange, it left a great big hole. Not big enough for a platter. I don't know what it was. So I just took a flat piece of clay and slapped it on there, smoothed it out, and got myself a little dog. So those are the 2 dogs. And let's see, the strangest thing I've got here, my daughter wanted me to go ahead. This mold, we did not know what it was. It said on the mold, toothbrush holder. I've never seen a toothbrush holder like this. It's a 3-piece container, and top comes off, and it's got a place for your toothbrushes, probably toothpaste, and then that's just the base, I guess, so you can clean it out. Who knows? We do all kinds of wild and crazy things around here. So she wanted to see this, and I went ahead and cast it, and we made it. Little bean pot. Do a lot of these, and they're really nice. I like the bean pots. And little ginger jar. I like those. I cast a few of those too. And this, we didn't know what it was either till we cast it. It's a top to something I don't have. I have not a clue. So I'm going to have to probably have my daughter throw a pot that this will fit on. But it's kind of neat. Okay, it's kind of neat. And this great old big bowl here. And now this is a slip cast bowl. I made the mold, and for a gentleman who wanted to try something, and I made the mold for him. And it makes a pretty nice big bowl. I never could throw one that big on wheel, so it's easier for me to slip cast them. And that brings me down to all of my little animals. I love them little animals. I have all kinds of rabbit molds, I mean tons of them. But I went ahead and picked this one to cast in the for this video, and I cast the little kitty cat. I love my kitty cats. BC's not with me this morning. She come in and eat and left, so she must be out hunting. Well, it's not really an animal, but it's a teddy bear. Love these little teddy bears. I cast a good many of those and give them away. And all this has casted very well with a few exceptions. And let's see, now I'm going to show you, these are the cutest little things. I love these little things. These are 3 little nested rabbits. And they're just about as cute as they can be. And I like to make those too. Have a couple of ducks. Well, they're supposed to be ducks, but they don't really. They're just birds of some sort. And I do those. I don't like these birds as well as I do the ones I'm fixing to show you. But these are the birds that I really like. And there's 2 types of them. Well, yeah, one's down, one's kind of up feeding. And I do a lot of these. But they casted real well in this witch's brood. I made 4 of those. And an elephant. The little elephants are cute. A little hard to do. You break the noses off of them a lot because it's an add-on. You have to glue the little leg on and the little nose on. It's not a 3-part mold, but it's got 3 cavities. So I like the little elephant. They're just as cute as they can be. And these angels, they're a set of 3. And this is pushing the limitations of clay that you're messing with, that you're trying to make something from nothing. And this is where you run into problems. And when I wind this video up, I'll explain what I'm talking about. But the wings do not come out very well with any of this improvised clay, okay? And the reason for that is there's a lot of water content. It's not as plastic as commercial clay. And these wings just stick to the little mold because they're so thin. But I went ahead, the 3rd one broke. I never got it even into the kiln. But I got these 2 little. One of them's playing a violin, the other's playing a banjo or something, or some kind of little harp, okay? But I did fire those to show you what they look like. And the last thing that I'm going to show you is the boot. And this is another one my daughter found over there. I didn't even pay any attention to the mold. And she found it and said, Daddy, I want to see what this looks like. So I made her a boot. It's a planter. And I thought that was pretty neat. So, kind of a kick in the butt. Anyhow, that's what I got out of this 5-gallon bucket of everything I added to make a clay, slip clay. Now, this is fun, and I'm not telling you not to try it. But if you're in the business of making fine ceramics, this is not for you. It doesn't pour into intricate molds well. There's always a possibility that you're going to get cracks in your product as the mold, the clay shrinks in the mold. Always that possibility. Wasn't as bad in this, but there is that possibility, and you get a lot of pinholes. I know you won't be able to see it. Where's this at? I had something with a pinhole in it. In fact, a lot of this has got little tiny pinholes in it, but maybe on the little dog you might can see that pinhole there. I don't know. And there's little pinholes all over this stuff, and that can, you can fix those, but it just doesn't cast as well as a good commercial slip that you buy. And that's the way I recommend you newcomers to slip casting. I recommend that you start using a good quality, fresh slip. It's already been formulated. It's got all the good stuff in it. It's real plastic. It pours well. It dries fast. You can unmold fast. So be sure you do that. This is just fun, okay? This is just fun. So I'll continue to do these little experiments for you all. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you learned something. And, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. If you have a comment, be kind, but leave comments. I'm Captain Mike. This is my video, and I'm out of here.